please welcome our next speaker, Mr. Lydell Wengo. Let's give him a round of applause. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Go on.
Good afternoon, class of 2019 to 2020. It's me.
Looking at my drip, looking at your drip. Whoa, mommy, look at me.
It really
Okay, so as I was saying, good afternoon, class of 2019 to 2020. It's me. Now, I know that you guys are very impatient, so I'll keep this short. I know that you guys hate long
welcome
speeches.
to Mobile Legends.
Hey,
5
come
seconds
on,
till the
hit your
enemy
mics.
reaches. Savage!
I'm just gonna get straight to the point here. And I'm just going to ask you guys the most simplest question you can ask a person. What is the meaning of life? There are many people, young and old, have a tough time answering this question. But wouldn't you think that that should be the first thing that we figure out? The purpose of our lives. The reason why we're doing what we're doing. There's no right or wrong here. Everyone can have their own answers. But for me, the meaning of life is happiness. I really believe that everything that we do throughout our lives is because we think that it'll either make us happier or less unhappy than if we didn't do it. Even the things that we don't even want to do, like studying for a test all night. Most people don't gain happiness from studying, of course, unless you're some kind of nerd. You do it because you know it'll eventually lead you to happiness. Just like everything else that we do, studying will help you pass a test and you'll be a lot happier to pass it than to fail, right? Passing a test will lead you to better grades, and better grades will lead you to better colleges, and better colleges will increase your chance of securing a better job. Am I back? Oh, here. Sorry, my Wi-Fi is very slow. Building sucks. As I was saying, better colleges increase your chance of securing a better job and makes more money. So you're gonna get a nicer car or a nicer house or eat in a fancy restaurant, whatever you wanna do later in your life. Everyone does what they do because they think they're gonna make their overall life as better than if they didn't do it. The reason why I brought this up and why I think it's so important to understand what is the meaning of life is because life is gonna be more and more hectic, and when you go off on your own, there's gonna be so many more things that you can you can think about when you never think about as a kid. And there's gonna be a time when you get so overwhelmed by everything in front of you that you might even get to the point where you want to kill yourself. I know, I have. As life is like a box of chocolates. They can be sweet, they can be bitter, they can get a little nutty, and also life is like a box of chocolate because the more you get into it, the more fat you get. These low points in your lives are going to happen to you if you want to grow as a person. Maybe not to the point considering suicide, but just know that if it does get to that point, that it's not happening for no reason. There'll still be a benefit from it. Because if you survive and figure your way out of that situation and that mindset, you have the mental strength to be able to do anything in the future, and you can acquire that kind of strength without going through extreme adversities. It's like a Saiyan in Dragon Ball. The more you beat up a Saiyan without killing him, the stronger he gets when he recovers, right? I've watched a bunch of those inspirational speeches because I had no idea what possible advice I can have for a bunch of graduates, and I want to get an idea what those other speakers are talking about, and a common theme that kept coming up there were all giving advice on how to strive for greatness or how to reach your goals or how to become successful. like they are. Happiness. That should be the primary number one goal, and everything else should come after. And I know that sounds so obvious and cliche and easier said than done at times, but I personally think that it's very important to have that in the back of your mind and keep reminding yourself that in that way, when you start to stray from it, you'll be surprised how many people, including myself, focus so much on how to reach your individual goals or what society defines as success, that we don't even realize that we're not even happy anymore. And most of the times that unhappiness is caused by ourselves. It's fixable, but we don't even recognize it. We get so caught up chasing after these goals and stress ourselves out so much that to the point that we're miserable. But yet we just suck it up and just keep going because we think that once we finally reach these goals, then all the stress and unhappiness is gonna go away, and we're just gonna live a happy, jolly life. Now, I can tell you from personal experience that that's not how it works. If you're not joyful with your life on the journey to your end goal, then most likely you're not going to be joyous even after you reach it. It's like playing a video game. You don't play a video game that you hate because you think it's gonna be fun once you finally beat it, and to be honest, it's almost the exact opposite. The best part of the game is the journey. The moment you beat it, the fun is over. But it's exactly that, the moment of happiness. And that feeling will fade as the end credits come rolling by. Then you're gonna be bored and it's time for a new game. My point is, don't let society definition of success dictate your goals and dreams. And contrary to most of the inspirational speeches, I personally think that it doesn't matter if you never reach any one of your goals or accomplish any one of your dreams. If you're enjoying the journey, don't waste your time playing a game that makes you miserable just because you saw the glorified trailers or because you heard all the hypes around it. If you're not having fun in playing it, it's not gonna get any more fun just because you beat it. There's a lot of other games out there, and the night's still young. You guys have time. Find the game that's meant for you and have fun playing it. That's the whole purpose of playing the game, and that's the whole purpose of this journey, and that's the whole purpose of life. With that being said again, congratulations class of 2019 and 2020's me. I hope you guys have a wonderful journey and a happy afternoon. Thank you.